Morning, guys. Rich here from Lifted Off-Road. Out here on my Lifted Off-Road adventure. This used to be my Intro to Camping 101 class, but since I'm out here by myself today, or this weekend, I've decided to nix that since I'm not doing a class and just call it my Lifted Off-Road adventure. So, the last video I was out here in the rain talking about the trail and having issues getting up the hill. Now that it's morning, and let me turn you guys around and I will show you what I ended up doing last night. Alright, you can see there I got my tent set up, I got my Jeep parked, and it's not raining today. Thank goodness. So in my haste, I threw up my tent on the side of the trail. As you can see here, I tried to get it off to the side a little bit because, for one, it's kind of rutted up here and not very, I don't know, smooth, and it's real muddy. And also, there's a lot more leaves on this side to get this set up. So I only put in a few of the tent stakes just to keep the floor flat, and that cover thing normally goes on there a little bit more appealing looking. But since it was raining, I didn't feel like going through the entire setup process, so I only half-assed it. Which was good enough. Surprisingly, it was good enough just the way it was. Of course, not ideal, but since it was raining, it was getting dark, it sufficed. Unfortunately, after I laid down there, I found out that this back corner right around here kind of slopes down a little bit when you're laying down. So, and every time I would turn over to one side, I would kind of roll over to the back, and it wasn't very comfortable. This spot in general could have been prepared a lot better, but this was a hasty setup, so I'm not complaining really about it. I'm just letting you guys know some of the issues about setting up your stuff. So I got my sleeping bag in there, my sleeping mat, isopad is what we call them in the Marines, the isopad. And that's about it. And I was kicking myself in the butt. Excuse me, had a burp going on. I keep talking about the importance of bringing a pillow. Well, I forgot my pillow. I had no pillow. So I ended up wadding up one of the blankets that I bought yesterday. One of the wool blankets. Oh, you can't. Okay, well, anyway. But I ended up wadding up one of the wool blankets I bought yesterday, and I used that for a pillow. And it was sufficient, I suppose. It's gonna have to do. But, so yeah. What I tried to do here is, you know, since it's really not safe to sleep directly in front of or behind your vehicle, that's another reason I put it off to the side here, so that I could get it out from, you know, directly behind the Jeep. And as you can see on this side, I stuck a rock under the tire. I've got an old rotten log branch. I can't really call that a log, but it's a heavy branch under that back wheel. I turned and locked my steering all the way to the left, so if it did consider sliding or rolling, it would roll back into that tree instead of into me, preferably. At least that's the idea anyway. And also, I've got the parking brake on, and well, I got starting to stutter. I've got the parking brake on and I left it in gear. So, it's in gear, that's one. Parking brake, two. The rock and the log on the back tires. That's three. Turning the wheels so it would roll in the opposite direction of where I am is four. That's 4 measures of keeping the vehicle from rolling or sliding back into my tent, which is generally pretty important, especially if you're on a slight hill. I mean, this isn't a very big hill that we're on right now. I mean, it's not steep right here, but it is still a hill. If I left it in neutral and released the brake, it would still roll back some. So, oh, the mud. I like playing in mud, but not trying to get up a hill. Uh-oh, looks like the lens might be getting foggy. So, yeah, today I have got to try to get up this hill. There's a couple of winch trees that I could winch off of, but then you've got the issue of who's gonna hold the brake on the Jeep while I am removing or repositioning the winch line. That's something I just thought about this morning. Oh, there's a frog. But yeah, so I've still got to get up this hill, and the mud here is pretty nasty. There's a beautiful image of the Jeep. Let's take a photo of my Jeep in the fog. I guess that worked. Oh well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. So this morning I'm gonna break down my tent, pack it back up. I'm gonna get the heat going in my Jeep. I'm gonna turn the motor on and see about getting the heat going, because it is maybe, I don't know, I want to say it's like in the 40s or something right now. Pretty chilly. My hands are cold. Don't like having cold hands. Oh, slippery. I've already slipped and fell on my ass once last night before going to bed. I had the bright idea of trying to walk up this trail a little ways to see what it looked like, and of course on my way down I slipped and fell. But it's alright. So here's a nice puddle. Here's that trail. Oh, it looks like, to you it looks like it's foggy, but to me it's not foggy. Oh well, anyway. Well, I'm gonna get going. I will be back. I will see you guys later.